welcome everyone to the 36th annual Shoot for the Moon Dart Tournament here in Decatur, Alabama. William Stewart here for USA Darts on the call for this weekend's action. And we're going to start it off right, ladies and gentlemen. We got Mr. Joe Cheney starting us off here in Decatur. As we will get underway. Well, I don't know why that happened. I'll fix that one right here. There we go. Joe Cheney versus Ian Hutchinson here in this singles 301 action. Cheney went for bull opener. You can see the cheeky wry smile back there for Ian as he takes a laugh at that one. Yeah, he definitely did that one, brother. Ian coming in from the side angle, Andrew Gelding style, kind of like that. We are just getting started here. Our first round action is still in progress in certain parts of the bracket, but we are pretty much through the beginning bunch of matches, I should say. We kind of let that first round go and play out, and then we get going with our coverage. So got started about 6:30 local time. It is now 6:55, so not bad as we get underway with the action. Is that a good score from Joe? It certainly looks like it. A good 1-2-5 it is. Now, I did have the pleasure of playing Ian in soft tip, actually, up there in Kenosha. He played pretty well there, but as you can tell, I mean, steel tip, soft tip, two different beasts, right? So, especially when you got Joe Cheney in front of you. Joe looking for this 81. He'll go 51 for double 15. Goes inside. That's a tricky play. I didn't see Joe attacking it that way, but hey, whatever you fancy to get the job done. We're seeing Luke Littler attack that out quite frequently these days. As we'll see Joe go after the 81 again. And he's going to go about it the same exact way. Hoping to go just inside that barrel to capitalize on the check. It looks like he does with the thumb up there from him to get the leg win. All right, let's see if we can. Yep, there we go. Got things right as they were supposed to be. And a little bit of a mess up on my setup job here on the camera, so thankfully you guys don't recognize that as much as I do. All right, it looks like Ian will get the start after a great red bit to begin with the diddle. So we'll see if he can get in here. Let me pull up the chat so I have it. Hello from Grand Rapids. You coming to shoot the Rapids next weekend? I will not. I want to return to that one, no doubt, but well, unfortunately, we don't have the stream this year. It's going to be Monster with that coverage. So Kevin Malenfant, I believe, will be on location for that one, the good old OG of USA Darts. So looking forward to watching some coverage of that one. Ian does get in with that double top start. Good 120. Good Shanghai opener. Take a closer look at the 20 for Cheney here. You can see that board's a little bit peppered already. Well, the reason why is Danny Baggish and Chris Lim had an absolute throwdown on that board earlier in the CDC event. Their quarterfinal matchup was really impressive. I'm glad I hit the record button on that one, so I'll be able to kind of broadcast that some other time. But yeah, they certainly put on a show. It was a 95 and a 96 average at the end of the day for those two gentlemen. Baggish getting the win 5-4 to get his CDC Tour card. About said PDC. Good to see him back on the CDC circuit. And I'm sure Chris is not going to be far behind to grab his card. All right, Ian, needing 81. I don't recommend attacking it the same way that Joe did. Yeah, he goes with the 57 route for 24. All righty. Gets the 36. Needed the 26. Cannot convert. Can Cheney win this 2-0? In an effort to defend his title from last year. That's right. He beat Thomas Blah 2-1 last year in the final. About took it out there. He needs to convert on the 13. 5 for double 4 is the recommended route for me. Maybe not for him. He does choose the same, and he does nail it. Good shot. You can see some of the ladies over there on our board number 30. It's 29 and 30 on our streaming boards this weekend. For those that are looking on Dart Connect and maybe want to see what's coming up, you should post that match between Baggish and Lim tonight. There was no commentary. I mean, I might want to do some commentary or voiceover or something, but at the same time, maybe we just throw some music over it and let it rip, right? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. It's a good-sized tournament. Yeah, 117 for the men this year. 38 for the ladies. Not bad, considering last year they only had 83 and then 22. So pretty big step up from years previous. That was a great 160 in from Joe Cheney. As that's the way to start. Ian, you need to follow it up, brother. You need to follow it up, brother. And he does just that. What a 160 follow-up. Cheney can't believe it. He's like, I thought I got the upper hand on this guy, and maybe not after all. Does he have to collect on the 141? There's the first. There's the second. Double 15. Joe Cheney with the perfect 301 leg. Wow. That is downright amazing. What have we just seen here, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, my gosh. Let's go. That's the way this weekend is going to be, folks. I guarantee it. When you've got the likes of Joe Cheney, Alex Spellman, Danny Baggish, Chris Lim. Come on now. We're starting off with perfection. My goodness. Well, let's go back. We're going to take a look here at the ladies. I've never seen the likes in Salvador. I love it. I love it. We'll get rid of that one. We'll throw up this one. Take it on over to Beth and Jenny here as they get underway with their 301 action. We'll transition our board sound. There we go. My goodness. That was entertaining, wasn't it, folks? That was some great stuff. If Joe didn't collect, he had an opportunity, didn't he? That may be a little too loud. Let's go ahead and turn that down. Don't want to hear any of the background music. We do have a nice DJ in attendance. How about that, folks? Of course, I left my editing laptop upstairs. Yeah. Now I'm gonna have to pull that. I'd start working on the record now, like getting that pumped out for you folks. That 160, 160, 141. I can't get over it. I really can't. Magnificent. As you can see, it was a struggle to get in here from our ladies to start. That's going to happen with Probably the first darts of the weekend for these two lovely ladies. I believe Beth came down from Ohio, I want to say. What a jersey, though, for her. I like that. Yeah, Miamisburg, Ohio, to be exact, for Beth. Didn't want to overstep my grounds there, but glad I got it right. Ginny sure heaves it at the board, doesn't she, man? She gives it a whirl. Let's see if Beth can capitalize on the 76 check. A little pressure added from Ginny. I still think Beth will probably have 6 at this, if she even needs it. Tops. And she does not. Great check for Beth Schaefer. Class is what that is. We'll take it. Let us know where you folks are tuning in from in the chat. We always love doing that, giving you a little shout out or two. A little chatter there from Ginny into our board mic. That's quite all right. I'm digging the jerseys from both parties here, to be fair. I mean, obviously Ginny's a Tennessee Vols fan. Going to see quite a few quality jerseys this weekend. We always do. Sure, we're going to get a few Roll Tides as well, right? Few of those being from here. All right, let's get to these. We got Wisconsin for Stefan. There we go. I couldn't see there for a second. Jared, Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada. We got a few Canadas here this weekend. Newfoundland for Jake Combs. Excited to see the cross-border challenge there this year for the CDC. We got Pittsburgh, PA for George. Quality young, talented player at a Pitt. Can't wait for Wisconsin bull shooter. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one. I'll be there. I'll be there with Mr. Nick DeShera bringing the action. And, of course, Gator joining us from Oklahoma. Gator, what are you doing in Oklahoma? You should be in Texas, brother. Amarillo, to be exact. Another event this weekend. There's quite a few on the calendar. What do we got? We've got Port City up in Maine this weekend. That's pulling a lot of the ladies for the WDF side. You've got, this tournament, you've got top of Texas there in Amarillo. You've also got Indiana State darts that's happening on the soft tip side. So, lots of action to be had. I'm saying right down the road in Hillsboro, Alabama. Well, you need to make your way on here tomorrow. Enjoy some of the action. Ginny putting herself in prime position here, especially with Beth unable to capitalize on an in. Gator has his daughter this weekend. Okay, understandable. Understandable, Randall, understandable. These days, I'm just bringing the kid along. Hey, you got to suffer with me, my friend. No, my kiddo's really enjoying the darts these days and spending time with Pops. So, he's into whatever I want to take him to these days. So maybe he'll be coming around to some of these streaming events with me here in the near future. I fully anticipate that one coming our way. Hey, there you go. A couple birds chirping on the stream here, I guess. Fred joining us from Niagara Falls, New York. Had the pleasure of heading there with the recent bull shooter event. That sure is a sight to see. Sure is a sight to see. Can Beth find her in? She cannot. Difficult stuff here for Beth in this leg. Jenny, on the other hand, needs to take advantage. 10-10 to make this a 1-1 scoreline in the last 16 of our coverage. Crazy that it's last 16 already, but 38 ladies, of course, is going to go pretty quick. Alex Spellman is over on board number 1. Has not started yet. He's just kind of throwing a few. I don't even know if he's on that board yet, but Beth gets the end, and you can hear the roar of approval. I think Alex did have a recent video where he voiced his opinion on his last weekend's, his event last weekend, where it just didn't go his way. So trying to look for a better weekend this year. Or better weekend this weekend. Whatever. You guys know what I mean. Hello, idiot Will here. All right, Jenny. Don't mess around with this too much. You need to take this out. That is so close to being in, but it is not. She somehow finds it, though. Uses those darts. I thought they were going to be a little bit too good of a marker, but no. She nails it. And we'll diddle once again for our last leg decider. Now, last year, it was Cindy Draug and Melissa Wright. Cindy, who is actually, she's actually the tournament director, won last year's event 2-1 over Melissa. So she'll be looking to try to gather the win here again if she can. Oh, my goodness. Roger Carter coming back here and said, I had a shot at a perfect game till you yelled right next to me. Oopsies, sorry. We had a perfect game over here. I needed to yell. And we're going to get Roger on the mic here. Try to get Danny and Chris as well if we can this weekend. That would be fun. Maybe we can get Larry Butler on the mic for a little bit. I think that would be an interesting one. But riding solo, so if we can get a little help from the gang here, we'll do it. We'll do it. Last leg decider here. Who is going to book their place into the quarterfinals? Phillip, will we see you at the Oklahoma Throwdown this year? Yes, you will. I will be at the Throwdown. Looking forward to being there once again. It's been a few years since I've been in attendance. Really a good event, especially with the live bands. I enjoy my live bands, man, and I'm going to enjoy that one as well. There's an in. It'll work. Don't let Triple D on the light. Don't worry. That is not happening. We know if Triple D gets on the mic, what is going to potentially be flung at us, and it's not good. Not going to be good. So we'll just keep him, keep a little distance on that one. Trying to stay focused on her game right now, especially when she's the one that's eyeing a checkout opportunity here. great triple to lock one in. Tiffany says, oh, Lord, no triple D. Yeah. No, thank you. Apparently he just got off the plane and no darts, no practice darts, nothing. Going to give it a go tonight. So see how that one goes for him. Jenny's got to find one. There it is. She gets in. That's a start. Well, Beth tries to set it up. We'll see. Just barely does that, to be fair. But time is somewhat, well, maybe not necessarily on her side. That's a big 103. It's a look, 147. Maybe a tough look, but it's a look, right? So here we go. Tops needed for Beth. And into the one, Ginny shakes her head, knowing she's got an opportunity here. George says, are you going to be at the Steel City Open this year? Nobody has reached out yet. I know that normally Archie Darts does that one. So I'm not sure if we'll be there or not, George, to be fair. Beth needs 25. 9 for double 8. 5 for double 2. Or double 10. Double 2. Get out of here, Will. Needs it. Doesn't want to give Ginny an opportunity at 88, and she does. Boy, would this be a comeback. Needs to go 18 for Bull, and she does not elect to do so. I know that Bull may be a tough check at times, but you got to give yourself a chance there. There's no guarantee you're going to come back. And she will not come back. Beth Schaefer gets it done in the long run. As we're going to head right on over here. I believe this will be a matchup coming our way here next. I'll find out, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks. More action coming your way here from Decatur, Alabama, here in just a moment. Let's get back underway, ladies and gentlemen. This time, it's going to be Alex Spellman taking on John Frantangelo. I think that's how you're going to say it. But we're going to roll with it. It's going to be John versus Alex here. And, of course, Alex starts off with a 160. Is this going to be the day that we just continue to see perfect games in 01? Nope. Sorry. I blew that one already. Commentator's curse. It is good to see Alex here on the stream. Always good to see these top-level performers on the stream. I mean, keeps you viewers entertained for sure. Also, good seeing some newcomers. I mean, Ian as well. Ian's a great up-and-coming shot. I'm glad that he got a little nod here, and I know it was more because of Joe, but he's no slouch, man. He impressed me when we played against each other at KDC, so really looking forward to see him and what he does in the next year to 3 years. 36 needed for Spellman. He tries to get this one at a 1-0 score line. We'll go over to double nine. As I throw you some verbal vomit. Sorry. Oh, what are you doing? You can't do that. John, you've got to go 20 there. Now he does not have a chance to take this out here, and these are the opportunities that Alex Spellman licks his chops for, and he's not going to give you another opportunity here. He's going to nail double 4, first or second dart. We'll see. First or second dart. Prove me right here. There you go. Second dart it is for Mr. Spellman. Bradley says, coming out tomorrow to play 501. Looking forward to it. Folks, there's still time to get down here, wherever you might be. Well, I guess I can't say wherever you might be. If you're in Vegas, well, catch a flight. That's your only option here. You're definitely not driving. But if you're in the area, get down here, whether it be tomorrow or Sunday, to have some fun. Definitely a unique schedule of events for tomorrow, I say that. Mixed triples kind of slammed in the middle of everything. So we'll go open singles 501, ladies singles 501. That's 10:30 and 11. Mixed triple starts at 2, ladies doubles 501 at 4, open doubles at 6, and then mixed doubles at 8:30. To be honest, we probably won't be covering much of the mixed doubles. Mixed triples we'll see, but we'll probably try to take a break right after the ladies singles pending, or men's and the open and ladies singles pending where that triples bracket is. Well, a misstep from everybody here as Spellman just goes for the bull and gets in. Why not? That'll work. It's an in, right? Spellman with his darts. I mean, that was a puzzle to try to figure out how to get through those. Gives himself the 111 checkout. John on the outside looking in. So 6 darts from 111 for Spellman to advance into the last 32. He does go 19s. It was at 92 left, so. Here we go. 48 needed. He'll go 8 for tops to grab the win. And he nails it. Alex Spellman into the last 32. And so are we. We'll be right back with more entertainment, folks. Don't go anywhere. I'm telling you, these matches are going to be short, quick tonight. It's not going to be a long day of coverage. We're only going to be covering this event tonight, so bear with us. Keep this on the big screen. Throw it up on YouTube if you have not, and we'll be back with the action here in just a moment. There's a look at our finals area. There's a little pit there from the Rocket City Dart Association. So we want to thank them for having us, and we also want to do this. We want to give a big shout-out to some of our sponsors on the weekend. We have a pretty good bunch here. As we got to give a shout-out to Limestone Leather, Darts for Dementia, as well as the Ingram Residential Services, LLC. That's Jason Ingram. And then we also want to give a shout-out to Mike Drog, who's sponsoring some of the events, as well as Miss Elena here. Miss Elena was a original member of the Rocket City Dart Association who sadly passed away recently. So we're going to give her a little nod this weekend for her as to what she did for the association here in the Alabama area. So big nod to her. All righty, folks, we'll be right back with the action here in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. William Stewart, we'll be right back. All righty, here we go. Another one on the books. Let's get it underway. Lane Lizak taking on Ashley Ritchie here in this one. Now, next door, we will have Donnie Lassie taking on Danny Baggish as well. At least I thought it was Donnie. That is definitely not Donnie, who's over there right now. But we're going to start off with the ladies because they are underway, but they want me to. They said, get it off of us as soon as possible. Put it on the guys. We don't care. Whatever you ladies want. But I'm at least going to flash it on by, and we're going to watch some action here. We're going to keep it rolling. Right? We got to. Friday night. It's going to be a quick night of coverage. We just want to keep you going. Oh, my goodness. Danny, don't be playing with me, dog. Yeah. Here. I know. You got Donnie Lassie. You're going to be a while. Let's be honest. Donnie takes about 17 years to get ready, doesn't he? Oh, there he is. Look at that.
Oh, okay. Congratulations. Donnie Lassie has made it to the board. Here we go. He's playing Danny Baggish. Oh, that's me. I got
Oh, shoot. All righty. I'm sure we'll hear more from Danny here this weekend. I guarantee it. I'll convince him to get on the mic a few times. But he's going to have Donnie Lassie here in this matchup. And like I said, these ladies said, kick it on over there. So that's what we'll probably do. We'll most likely be back. Danny's throwing really well. Of course, Donnie's no slouch in his own right. He can compete. Ashley, unfortunately, leaves herself at a 162. That is a bogey, so. Let's see if Lane can leave herself a tidy check. She cannot. 41 only on the board, so. Well, I need to reword that. It's this Friday night opening stuff from us. So we're getting warmed up, too, here behind the mic. Accidental recall of Lane and Ashley there as they're literally in their match already. Great 140 for Lane to leave 18. Add some pressure to the 138 here. Looks like Danny and Donnie will get underway. Watch his first leg hop on over there and then kind of go back. We'll keep you updated no matter what, the best I can. there's a lot of anticipation seeing Danny back in play. So that's another reason why. But good to see him back in the mix. I will not lie on that. Too good of a player not to have involved in these tournaments. Double four needed for Lane for 1-0 advantage. And she gets it. There you go. Good shot for Lane. We're going to go ahead and go on over to board at number 2. Oops. Wrong button. Well, that's not working. What the? Did we get a kick? Nope. There we go. Okay. It just didn't move like we wanted it to. Sorry, Brittany. We'll just say that. Not where I wanted that camera to go. As Lassie does take out leg number 1. So a quality leg for him at 100.33. And he gets the start here. Okay. And he goes, double 10 is in, and Lassie is not missing, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness. The only thing better than a 140 in is, how about a 160 in? 140, 160. My goodness. We've seen a perfect tonight already. I'm getting greedy, asking for another. Danny Baggage, what do you say? 141. Just on the high side, as you see that little shake of the head, knowing that could be his last darts in this event, pending Donnie's 64 check here. Double 16. And it's just on the inside. Baggish needs this 81 to stay involved. 57-24. Now 12 for Bull, or 36 for 26. The old Leonard Gates. Let's see if he can put it away. Inside he goes. And this is a fairly easy double 8 for Donnie for a 2-0 win. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. But Donnie Lassie will advance into the next round. We're going to go right back on over to this one with Lane and Ashley. Just like I predicted it. We'll get the... Actually, we didn't miss much. As Lane gets in on double 5. Oh.
Triple D and Danny playing on board. What board were we playing on?
You were on board 30. It didn't last very long.
No. You know, that's
What the heck happened with Donnie there?
he just couldn't miss, could he?
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's got
no one can see it. And I got, gamesmanship, right? So I was even blowing on the back of his back and the back of his head for every triple, double he hit. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that. But, no, he played well. There's nothing I can do there. I shot a 75. How
about the double 10 in?
Yeah.
Double 10 in, goes 140, and then you hammer in a 160?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
listen.
What can you do?
Nothing.
No. You just shake it off and go on to the next one, right?
Yeah. That's exactly
Your main goal has already been achieved for the weekend, I think, though, right? Your CDC tour card that you wanted to grab.
Yeah, and if I wasn't, to be honest with you, if I wasn't playing with Chris Lim, I probably would have went home.
Really?
Yeah. So this is the reason why I showed up, to get my CDC tour card. I'm not fully back yet, but I played pretty well today, and I'm I'm happy with the performance, and we just got to see what happens the rest of the year.
Yep, there you go. I think it's just like your comeback from the PDC. You're going to have to find your stamina again. You know,
Yeah.
that's going to be the major thing for you, but it'll come.
It will.
You got that natural ability, so.
Thanks. Well, I don't know what you're trying to do here. As here we are, leg 2. Lane and Ashley. Danny's back on the mic.
You would. Here we go. 74 remaining for Lane. Lizick, as she's been called this weekend. I don't know if you've heard that. Been kind of funny.
No.
Double top, or tops, I should say, and she nails it for 2-0. That'll do.
Good player. Whoever she's playing with and mixed, they're going to be a strong team.
Well, there's a handful of these. You're missing the Paula, you're missing the top tier, ladies that we've seen.
Yeah.
But most of those ladies have committed to a Port City for the WDF side. So this is a real opportunity for some of these ladies this weekend to really get some confidence going, get a big win. So we're going to see what happens here. But, yeah, you got to favor Lane. You got to favor those three right there. Those three.
Yeah.
Bethany, Ashley, and Lane.
Yeah. What'd you just call it? You say Bethany?
Did I mess that up?
Yeah, it's Brittany.
Oh, that's my bad.
That's cool.
That's me.
Can we cut that out?
Yeah,
Boss.
we'll cut that out. Boss,
Guys,
cut that out.
That out.
Tommy, hell yeah, Tommy. All right, we'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. All righty, let's get underway with Donnie Lassie taking on Alex Spellman here. And what should be another great battle. This is the last 16 of our action here, as Alex will start off with a nice solid 80 to get us underway. Now, Donnie Lassie was impressive in his last matchup. Can he maintain and continue? Not quite. As Danny looks away in disgust, knowing he cannot buy a dart off of Donnie Lassie last leg, and he somehow just gave 3 away to Alex. Sorry, Danny. Sucks to suck, buddy. And he bought 3 more from him. How do you feel about that?
Donnie Lassie 0 for 6 on the double. I feel like he threw 6 darts in the first leg against me, and the game was over.
Close. I think it was 8.
Yeah.
8 or 9.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it wasn't many. Let's just put it that way. But either way, Spellman's got to look at tops here for a 1-0 advantage his way.
He's got to hit it because Donnie's in. Averaging a 6.67. That'd be good in cricket.
Not necessarily good here. Unless you're like 12, and then you're going to hammer the 6-7. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome on that.
Such a brutal game, 301 double into
It is because literally one match can go your way and a complete opposite the next. It's all about the in, right? Of course, the out does matter as just as much, but it almost seems like the in's way more significant here in 301 than the out. Go to bullseye, and it's right dead center for Donnie Lassie. And how about that? Somehow or another, Alex Spellman fits it in.
Will, are you playing the blind draw tonight?
No, I will not be.
Okay.
I am not going to be doing that. I've got a Waffle House date coming my way.
Waffle House sounds good. We've only been twice today. You've only been here for 1 full day. And we've been to
Why
Waffle
did you
House
say
twice.
that? Why do you have to say that? My wife's probably listening and very ticked off now.
Yeah.
Unlucky. She gets upset when I tell her I went to the Waffle House.
Is she a Waffle House fan?
Oh, yeah. She used to, I guess her family always talked down on it, and she never had it. And I took her one time, and she's like, oh.
Loves it, yeah.
It's the greatest thing ever. Doesn't get much better than Waffle House. I might franchise one in Wichita, to be fair.
That'd be good. 40 in for Donnie. I predict Donnie comes back and wins this match 2-1.
You think?
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna
heat it up.
And it's just gonna click for him, and then boom.
It's an interesting in. I will say that double 10, definitely not the recommended route, but if you believe in yourself and you have the confidence that you're gonna hit it, whatever.
Yeah, whether it's double 10 or double 20, it's only a 20-point difference. If you're more comfortable with throwing it, then just shoot it.
Well, we're seeing Luke Littler. I mean, the traditional 9 route now. He's going for double 15 for his finish. And, like, everybody's like, what the? And now it's all of a sudden acceptable because it's the best player in the world doing it.
Yeah,
so
totally agree.
1, 2, 4 needed. Doesn't necessarily have to go. Will not go. Yeah, instead of the 51, I like the 57 there.
44 left. Alex, 180. It's going to be hard to get the third one in there.
Yeah, especially with Alex throwing tight, but he makes it work. Big ton.
This has to go for Donnie. I think Alex is one of the best double 20 hitters in North America. And here we go. Congratulations. Alex wins this 2-0.
That may very well be it.
Nope, it's going to happen, Will. We haven't told anyone yet, but we have this fast forward. And he hits it third dart.
10 seconds.
Yep. Congratulations, Alex.
Oh. Maybe not quite. Lassie had his darts away. He believed it was over.
Do you think they can hear us in here?
If the music's down, yes.
Okay.
Definitely. Roger Carter let me know on my Joe Cheney call that I definitely scared the bejeebies out of him because he was playing right here.
Wow.
Says, I was on a 9 until you yelled, and I said, don't lie to me. He said, yeah, you're right.
Donnie
I was
Lassen
lying.
throwing 15 darts this leg. The total amount of darts he threw to beat me 2-0, and he's out.
If you can't tell, Donnie, Danny's a little upset about it.
Oh, I mean, not upset at all. You know, the guy played well against me, averaged 95, and subtracted 50 points from that this match. And here we are.
We'll go over to Hazy Hicks and John Steinhofer here. Good to see John playing, and he tried for his CDC Tour card as well, just didn't go his way. And we are tied 1-1 here in this one.
Are we allowed to side bet this on who buys dinner tonight?
Brother, I'm always down for a little side bets. Okay?
I'll take Steinhofer to win this match.
Brother, I'm going to take Hazy. I'll take Hazy on that one.
All
I'll
right.
take Hazy on that one.
Yeah, I would too after John hits a 34.
I'll take the real cowboy.
Hazy's going to hit his hat on one dart.
How ironic that a guy named The Gambler is just on mic asking about a gamble.
Well,
I mean,
you know, being a CDC tour card holder now, I don't know. I don't want the DRA after me.
yeah, probably not. Well, how about this from Steinhofer? I would have went back upstairs with that last dart myself, but whatever you fancy.
Right over the top for the last dart triple. Nope, 60 leave 136. Steinhofer
Has the advantage.
has the advantage. He should just think he's got 6 from here. For most likely.
You've got to get below a ton. Let's not lie about that. But yeah, I agree with your statement on the 6. You need to kind of understand that I'm probably going to have 6 here. Let's make the best of this turn. Leave myself a tidy 2-darter to get out. And unfortunately, that is far from a tidy 2-darter to get out.
Hazy should be thinking he's probably got 6 from here.
Touche. Touche, sir. 140 is not okay. So, yeah, transfer to the 16 there. Fortunately, into the 7. So, a little work to be done for Hazy when he returns.
John will be going 57 here. 54, trip 18 for the bull.
Well
All
off.
right.
Well off the 54 there.
I think that's dead center of the bullseye and triple 18. So, unlucky there. 68 left.
17 for 32 or
Yeah,
9 for tops.
He'll go 9. Oh, that's why I think you should go 9. You see how
Yeah,
close
that was very close. Very close. And he can't find the way to success. 68 remains for John. He takes a quick swig. We'll come back. Needing 68. Can he collect?
Stay away from the trip 20. Stay away from. That's a smart shot.
That is a smart shot.
19 for tops. There it is.
Wow.
Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to Waffle House too.
Of course you are. Texas bacon cheesesteak melt, please.
Double
2.
hash browns, scatter covered dice, please.
Smothered covered in dice
Yeah,
for me.
that one.
Good little back and forth as we will go into the top 8.
Yeah, just real quick, guys. 68. The reason why it's a good shot on that
Go ahead.
triple 12 he was going is because you hit anything below that other than a 5, you can go single to outside ring. If you go single 1 or single 5, you're leaving yourself the bull shot. So a lot of people should do that a lot more often. 68, go trip 12, double 16.
It's a good statement. I wasn't even thinking about it, so I'm glad you did bring it up because, I mean, the more you can learn, folks, the better. And you're hearing it from a former PDC tour card holder. Has been if you haven't caught on to that. But, yeah, there you go. So, Tactic 36.
And I appreciate I'm not ignoring everybody in the chat. I appreciate all the kind words. Yes, I'm glad to be back for the most part, playing again, commentating, doing all that. I appreciate all of you. And, I'm going to take a nap until you're done.
Yeah, go ahead and take a nap. I'll give you the old Waffle House call. Good to have you back, brother. Good to have you back. All right, folks, we'll be right back with some more entertainment as we look forward to it's probably going to be semifinals, finals here for the ladies. I'm surprised they didn't sneak in a ladies matchup there, to be fair. So, Yeah, we got Joe Cheney, John Watson, Rob, and Brian in the top 32. Lane and Missy on board 32. Looks like that's happening over here. I'm going to go ahead and turn our board to take a look at that one as they get underway here in just a moment from that board, okay? So we'll head on over to our semifinal matchup, number 1, over on board 32. If my cameras go quicker, I'm going to go ahead and turn the speed up on these bad boys because that is not acceptable. Now, this is going to be a little cockeyed, but I'll maneuver some things and make it work a little bit better for us. But there's our shot for right now. I'll go back out there and kind of make it straight. righty, let's get underway with our second semifinal. Sorry for the delay there. Moving the tripod, threw my board camera off a little bit, of course, so couldn't adjust that until I maneuvered it over. Still kind of fiddling with things, but we'll make do. We'll make do as we get underway with Jennifer and Michelle here in this one. Michelle Grable has had success here in the past. And just look at my sheet here. I believe she's made yeah, there we go, a run in ladies doubles last year. Missing out to Tiffany Bagley and Jennifer Cleveland in the doubles 01 event. So that was her and Melissa Heap that did that one. Thought they had some, maybe in 2013 or 23 is when I was thinking about the previous ones. There we go. We'll get rid of a little bit of that static in the background. Definitely don't need that. Or a second mic, I should say. Danny is gone. Jennifer at 195 is going to be looking at the 19s here. Drop into the double, but it'll work. See if she can convert on more. With Michelle the front runner here at 53 remaining. Be kind of cool to see Jennifer and her daughter Lane in a final, but she's got to get this task done in order to do that one. Tops for Michelle. And she nails it for the first leg. Pretty good leg at that, 14 darter. That'll certainly work. Again, thank you folks for joining us tonight for our coverage of the Shoot for the Moon tournament here in Decatur, Alabama. This is the 36th annual dart tournament hosted by the Rocket City Dart Association here. They're technically out of Huntsville, but Decatur right next door here at the DoubleTree. They've treated us well for the past few years. Really well at that. I always enjoy the riverfront rooms here. Probably go over just a hair there. Jennifer needs to take advantage here and get in. Our men are in the top 16 still, so I'm assuming we'll get the women's final and then probably semifinals and final of the men, if not maybe a top 8 match. Hopefully we can get a little top 8 action. Would be nice. Couple people stopping by the booth to say hello. Gotta love that. When we frequent fly these events like we have Shoot for the Moon. I think this is my 4th or 5th year here now. I think 4th. I want to say 4th. Yeah, 4th year here in attendance. Michelle in a great position here to try to take this 2-0. Let's get a reminder, a big shout out to Mike Drog, who is sponsoring these events this for the singles 301. Not a bad round at the board there for Miss Jennifer. 102 in. To add a little pressure to Michelle here. 60 minimum, a ton would be great. And it is a 60 minimum for her. Sorry for that one. Mrs. texted me. 50 needed for Michelle. Let's see if she can capitalize on this check for a 2-0 advantage. Potentially still could have another 3 at this if she needs it. I'll at least assume with Jennifer back at 1-2-4, but if you take it out here, almost does. It wouldn't even matter. 1-2-4 needed for Jennifer to remain in the competition. This will be a beauty checkout. Ooh. And it will not happen here. Double 10 for a final with Lane Lysak. Ooh, that is a tough last. And she's going to have some work to do here if she even gets the opportunity to. 82, this can be taken. Very difficult now. 73 remains, 57 for double 8. Could go 39 if you wanted to, but it doesn't make much sense, to be fair. 39 for 34. No, thank you. I think I was thinking 45 there. That's the better route. And that's why 5 can be pesky, because you got to hit that fat number to leave yourself a check. And ouch. 46 now for Jennifer. This may be a fighting opportunity for 1-1 here. 10 for 36. Let's see it, Jen. What do you say? To force a last leg decider. There's the 1. And there's the double 2. Michelle Grable has a date with Lane Lysak in our finals. I think that'll be coming up next, folks. Don't go anywhere. We still have some of our open bracket remaining. I think they're in the top 8 stages, as we will be back with that one here in a moment. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back with more action here from Decatur, Alabama in just a moment. All right, surprise. We've got another matchup. I didn't anticipate this happening, so I figured we'd just jump it on over. I'll readjust stuff for this board since I maneuvered around previous, but this looks like Timmy Bagley as he takes on Joel Stockdale. Joel played pretty well in the bull shooter event last weekend in Chattanooga. So this should be a good back and forth. My apologies for not seeing this matchup beforehand. I was fully anticipating that women's final being our next matchup, so clearly not the case. I jumped the gun just a little bit. Joel to take out 96 for a 1-0 advantage here. Difficult now, 51. No. Let's see, using those reflex points, that wobble of the flight and dart. And it sticks in. Ooh, I don't think he snagged that. He did not. So 64 for Bagley. He's trying to bring back the success of 2024, where he finished runner-up to Jason Brandon, where he lost 2-1 in that one. And he gets the tops for the finish. 1-0 advantage to Timmy. And he's going to start leg number 2 as well. Both players are in. I don't know what happened here. Ooh, both players kind of having a little go here. Very interesting stuff. I'm just as lost as everybody else here. And now we're getting into it. Well, interesting start to our quarterfinal here. How much we can really this is just come on now, guys. Let's rein it in here. I don't know what was said, what was done, but it's going to be awfully tough for Timmy to kind of get the right mindset going here now. I don't think there was any thrown, to be honest, but thank goodness, because I would be the first one to not handle any of that if I was a tournament director. Both of you kicked out. Not going to happen on my watch. Chad, are you coming to Whammo this year? Right now, that's the plan. I think I'll be going from NDA directly to Whammo. Should be a very interesting month for me in May. We've seen a few tussles before, a few moments of not our greatest stuff on stream before. To be fair, so it's not an uncommon thing. It doesn't happen a ton. How about this for an opportunity to leave a check? And I was not prepared for how wild this stream has been. Yeah, it's been crazy, a little crazy so far on the Friday opening coverage. Seen a perfect 6-dart leg. We've seen a few big moments from surprising players, and then, yeah, you get that little tidbit added in. 18 for 32 for Joel to make this 1-1. And he can't muster it in, so Timmy for 95. How about the 15? He went 45 route there. I don't necessarily agree. And what are we doing? I mean, if you're going to do that route, okay, I guess he's got to go because he's got to go tops, I guess. I don't know. I think you go 57 on that one. That's just me. 57. Leave yourself the double 19. So Joel does capture the 32. And we will diddle to decide the start of leg number 3. Wow. Well, you can see at least a nice fist pump there. It could have definitely not been the case. I could have avoided that one, but I don't know about that bull last. I get being frustrated, but I don't know about that bull last. Joel's going to make him pay. Doesn't quite get the triple 20. This is the round that matters here. Can somebody capitalize on a triple to leave a check? There's one for the 136 leave. Can Timmy do the same? That is a difficult workaround. He finds it. Oh, my. How did that go in? It looked like it landed on the opposite side and somehow collected. Joel needs to go 16 here to leave tops. That's what he wanted. Hit the single 7. Bagley looking to set up his finish. He does go ahead and leave the 42. Is it 17 or 9? It looks like it will be 9 for tops for Joel for a semifinal berth. And there it is. You see, they're going to have a combo after this one. Try to figure it out. It's the best thing to do. Maybe a misunderstanding. But we're going to go ahead and keep it on the finals action. We should have a ladies' final coming our way here next in just a moment. It'll be Michelle Grable taking on Lane Isaac when we return. Don't go anywhere, folks.
I ain't looking for handouts, I'm looking to stand out. Got the vision, come and watch how it pans out. I've been writing my plans down, trying to stay focused, put out the notice. Who the GOAT is, me hands down, yeah. No time for arguments, I cut out the politics, no. It's all my competence, I could cause your apocalypse. Ambition, it ain't for the weak, get it even when I sleep. Ready and willing, when you ready.
Waiting. Chance the hometown hero Michael van Gerwen has to take big moments in the final. Van Gerwen in charge. He leaves double five. Michael van Gerwen wins on home soil.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store with over 10,000 different products. We create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice on how to practice darts, the fundamentals of form and mechanics, and how to make better decisions when purchasing your darting equipment. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned player, we try to provide fun and informative content. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. This is Will. He runs our live streaming company, USA Darts, and and travels the globe as well to broadcast major darting events and interview PDC players alike. You'll find over 2,000 different sets of darts on our website. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, throwing mechanics, practice routines, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, cricket strategy, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com to take advantage of our blog or follow us on social media at azdarts today.
Darts fans, you are in the right place. I am Johnny Clayton and you are watching USA Darts.
It's finals time here in Decatur, Alabama. Let's get underway with our ladies singles 301 final. We'll take second take here after we're going to wait for them for just a minute. There we go. All right, here we go. Lane Lysak taking on Michelle Grable here in this final at Shoot for the Moon here in Decatur, Alabama. Michelle came through a tough competitor, and Jennifer Lysak, Lane's mom, in the semifinals to get to this point, winning 2-0 there. Let's see if she can best the younger of the Lysaks, or if it will go the other way. Lane making the trek here from Texas. Michelle, she's a local player, I'm pretty sure. Both trying to get in. As I said with Danny Baggish earlier, I mean, the in is the major component here. You see it more often than not. You struggle to get in, and then the checkout goes with ease. Just something about it. That pressure of getting in is funky. As you can see, we're struggling with it. As Michelle gets in, that's the start. That's the key. Now you're going to unlock unlock the box, per se, and get the win, right? Let's see, Lane double checking. I don't believe that is in, Lane. I'm going to have to keep at it. That is, though, old LG, that old Leonard Gates number, 26. Michelle finds the successful ton. That'll certainly help the cause. Now, granted, not a check out at 165, but the front runner and the fact that Lane needs a ton and then some and will not find that. Really needed a triple with the first two to take the look at bullseye. 25 would be that 105 that you would want to obtain to leave the big fish. Michelle shakes her head in approval, knowing that second dart didn't quite go where I wanted it to. But she's set up. She's set up in prime position. She's in prime real estate, under a ton at 96. With Lane needing, once again, to work this number down to a manageable checkout. Although that is a checkout, it is not manageable at 156. It's 157. It's very tough to capitalize on that. You can see Michelle almost took out the 96 there. And she will return to try to make this a 1-0 advantage her way. I mentioned it earlier, but Grable has had success here. We've it was ladies doubles with Melissa Heap last year, losing 2-1 to Tiffany Bagley and Jennifer Cleveland in that final, but made it there, and I believe she's had a few top four runs as well. $78 remains. Trip 18 would be my go-to here for 24. How come my Gerwin darts don't hit the triple 20 like that? But he, unfortunately, doesn't quite work out like that. I wish the higher price darts hit the target. Everybody would be buying them up, right? And there you go. Michelle gathers the leg, at least leg number one, I should say. Have to see a little bit better effort from both these two here in leg two and possibly three. That is a good diddle for Lane. And that's a good follow-up for Michelle. I'd have been tempted to pull there on those on that one. But well off the mark for Lane with dart two after that ricochet on the floor. So Michelle will get the start. And if she can go in with her first three, you like her odds to get this one done. I would maneuver myself, but she elects to stay. I want a clear bed to work off of. That's just my preferred, but to each their own. We're going to continue to fight here. That was just inside on that double 14. And there you go. Lane finds it with her fourth dart. What kind of damage can she do? Not a triple. So not fully ahead here. Especially if Michelle does this. Okay. Whew. Door is open for both ladies. Now who's going to run on through this one? Will it be Michelle to grab the title, or will we go the distance here? I certainly would love a distance race. There's a solid ton. Great ton from Lane. This will force Michelle to do the same. Ouch. That one's a toughie. Advantage Lane here. She's going to have 6 from 145 to try to lock in a deciding leg here in this final. And that flight fell off of the barrel before it landed. That's what happened there. As you can see, as she threw it, the flight kicked in our visual here. But yeah, that dart landed. I mean, it didn't land point first. It landed flat barrel, like side the barrel first. That's very difficult. Ouch. Still manages to leave tops here. And as I said, I mean, Michelle at 179, she's got an extra 3 here. So good recovery from Lane, to be fair, after that first start. She did right in stepping back, coming up and righting the wrongs. So here we go for 1-1. That's a good marker. Down to double 15. Ouch. That's a tough play here for Michelle. 138 is no gimme. We're back down to double 15 for Lane. Can't afford to keep missing this number and giving Michelle opportunities. And there you go. She collects, as we will go to a deciding leg here in our women's final. The singles 301 event here in Decatur, Alabama. Michelle will get the first look at Bull. Just outside. Once again, who's going to be the first one to collect the in? That has been the factor here in this match so far. It's really the in. Feel the pressure from here, and I'm probably 20 feet away, maybe 20 feet away. Probably a little bit further than that, maybe 25 to be exact, with the distance in between the boards. But Michelle gets the in. She is in the race, and so is Lane. Here we go. Arguably a better in for Lane. I actually don't think there's any arguing that. I mean, I'll take tops rather than double 11 all day long. But an in's an in. Blind draw, 5-1, cricket court call afterwards. Yeah, definitely not going to be doing that one. The blind draw is happening as we speak, but we will not be covering any of that, unfortunately. What a great recovery from Lane. That would have been a 180, ladies and gentlemen, but it's a 120 floor, as she's only able to capitalize on the 2. But a great job. $17 leaves 84, so triple 20. One left to the double 12. And it's the big fish left for Michelle. Can she reel it in here to grab the title? She won't be able to reel it in, but she does leave it pretty tidy at 70. You can see a lot of people looking on for this match here. 48. Oh, beauty first. That is 48. That'll leave 24. Just making sure before she pins it and gets too excited. Oh, can't find the number. Over to Michelle. Needs 70. Will it be trip 10 or trip 18? It's the 18 route, and she finds a 1. Now you got to go 19 for bull. And she doesn't even hit the 19. Oh, no. In 24. Is this the time? It will not be. Oh, no. Back and forth we go. Now Michelle at 60. Fat wedge. That's what you got to be thinking. Fat wedge here. Yep, right in the heart. Big 20. Double 20. Michelle Grable gets it done here in the finals for the win. 2-1 over Lane Lysak. Great stuff. As you can see, that one was a little bit tight back and forth. It had its moments, but Michelle was able to capitalize in the end. Both having match darts. And we'll take Michelle at the end of the day. All right, I'm going to grab some pictures. I'll be right back with more here in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty, guys, letting you know what is going on in the background. Okay, it's got Brad Farley, Joel Stockdale. That is your semifinal number 1. That is on board 15. So a little bit out of our peripheral here to take a look at that. John Steinhofer and Christopher Abbott. That match has not been called yet, so I'm assuming we'll get that semifinal final of our open bracket here for the singles 301 event to round out our coverage here on Friday night in Decatur, Alabama. Just to let you know. We'll be right back with the action in just a moment.
Darts fans, you are in the right place. I am Johnny Clayton, and you are watching USA Darts.
let's get underway with a semifinal here in Decatur, Alabama. Joel Stockdale is in our final, I should say, as this is John Steinhofer taking on Christopher Abbott here in this one. William Stewart on the call. Thanks for joining us, folks. We appreciate it. Yeah, who will face Joel in that final is the ultimate question. Christopher in with his first round, and we mentioned it in the women's final. That in is critical. Our top four, maybe not the conventional top four you would have thought of to have been the case. I mean, we have a good group of players here. Larry Butler, Nick Lindbergh, Joe Chaney, Alex Spellman, Chris Slim, Danny Baggish. None of those guys are in the top four, folks. Your top four is John Steinhofer, Chris Rabbit, these two, and then Brad Farley and Joel Stockdale. So that just goes to show you anything can happen in 301. That's why it's a great warm-up event. It's a great event to have on your Friday night to get you started. Good little shot there from John. Not enough to get him to a checkout, but just outside of it at 180. What kind of pressure will be added from Christopher? Admittedly, not enough. Wanted to bring that down lower. Here we go. John needs 55. 15 for tops will be his intended route. Could go 19, but I highly don't recommend that. Let's go tops for leg number one. And we'll go back to Chris at 124. Trip 18 for Bull. Ooh, he'll say well off on that one. I think he would agree with that. Double four. It's not a bad miss. There's worse out there. Ooh. But you can't keep giving him opportunities. I'm afraid Chris will be able to take this out. Does he go right at the double 19? He kind of doesn't want to, does he? He may split. Yeah, he does split. And it works out for him. I mean, I'd be hesitant to split there, especially with your opponent on double two, but he nails it to get leg number one. Abbott will get the start. He's going to go after that double 16, continue to go after that one. Fortunately, not getting the collect. So essentially giving the throw right on over to John Steinhofer. This could hurt. This could hurt. Big in for Christopher Abbott. 152 is magnificent there. Especially after the unfortunate miss on the opening try to get in. But there's another good play from John. Add some pressure to this 149. And it will not go. I'm surprised he stayed. Maybe I shouldn't be. I mean, it kind of looks blocked from here, but it's kind of a deceiving angle because we are coming from the top view down, so maybe a little bit more open than I anticipated. I thought maybe we'd go 36-40, that new school route, using the double-double to try to capitalize on a leg win. But either way, Abbott at 90. And he goes right into the one. Ouch. 57-32. There's the 57-32 for the win. Ouch. Yeah, you can see immediately right when that released his hand, he kind of looked away knowing that that was not going to go. Oh, my. Steinhofer about didn't get a look himself. At least not the look he intended on getting. I think that's going to be it for John. Christopher Abbott should be able to nail this. This is his in. Let's see it as you're out. Good marker. Is it too good of a marker? It is not. Abbott gets the win over John Steinhofer to book his place in the final. It'll be Joel Stockdale versus Christopher Abbott for the title. Let's hear it. Who do you got taking it here in Decatur? It'll be what happens next here on our live stream. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll be right back with this one here in just a moment. It's your finals of the singles 301 event. Joel Stockdale takes on Christopher Abbott here in this one. I hope you're ready. We certainly are. These players are as well. They've came through a pretty good field to get to this point. That field included Mr. Danny Baggish, Chris Lim. Oops, let's not do that. Joe Cheney, Alex Spellman, just to name a few. And this is going to irritate me if we can't get this. But there we go. Whip, whip. There we go. We figured it out. Board wasn't cooperating with us. All right. Let's get to the action here. Both players finding ins on their first round at the board. And I've mentioned it so many times tonight. That is so key in 301. Yeah, it's almost more significant than the out at some points. That sounds crazy to say, but it is. It is. Unfortunate go from Christopher. Leaves him on the outside looking in. But Joel left himself a bogey as well. Just a little bit better of a bogey. Not anymore. That one's a tough one. 44 on the board. This is an opportunity for Chris. Ton, and he is A-OK. Yeah, there you go. Big ton to leave 78. The pressure's on Joel here. Needs to convert on the 118. Gathers the triple 20 first dart. Single 18, 4 tops. Boy, that was a tricky, tricky dart. He thought that I thought that one was a single 1 for a second. But back to Chris. Leave trip 18 for double 12. That was the intended route. He'll have to go double 10 now, and he nails it for the first leg. Abbott, 1-0 on Joel as he gives a cheeky wry smile, knowing that could have been his leg if he'd have capitalized on the tops for 118. That is wide open for Christopher, and I'm surprised he didn't at least nail the 25. That is him. He should have that. Barely by the hair on the chinny chin chin. That is his. This could be it, folks. This could be the last leg that we see here tonight. We'll find out. It's up to Joel to deny this leg and force a decider. That'll work. Good 60. After the wobbly-wop, it worked out. To me, I don't know how Joel or anybody uses those reflex points, to be exact, like Tita Hedman. I don't know how she gets them to work. That would surely annoy me, seeing that every time. Oh, what the? TV malfunction there for a second. Not good for the commentary if you can't see what's going on. Oh, that's a great turn of a 1-2-5. Good collection. Gives him the first look at a checkout. Good tidy 116. Love a 116 finish. Usually start on the 19s. Joel, we'll see what he does. Probably going to be 20s. However you fancy. If you hit, that's what matters the most. Tops. And he nails this one. He may not be able to hit the 118, but he can certainly hit the 116. What a check. I know it may not have looked like it, but those skinny, little, tiny reflex points, that was in. Good 9-dart leg there as well. Joel will get the start here in our deciding leg. this could be a great in, the best in that you could, well, not the best, but pretty dang close to the best if he would have hit the 160. Let's push pressure on Christopher. He's hit a 152 before. Will not hit the 152 here. About as tight as you can get. 186 plays 189. And they simply are not missing much here. Commit one downstairs to the 19s, and he makes the best of it. 97 for Abbott. Once again, just right neck and neck with the scoreline of Joel. Who's going to be the one to take this out? That is an unfortunate first. 57 for 36 here. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. 57. 36 for the title. Going to be crowned at singles 301 champion. Oh, just on the inside. Abbott's got a decision to make. Does he go trip 20? Does he go bull? I think you go 20s. I like that option nowadays. Double-double for the win. Double-double for the win. Oh, and it goes to Christopher Abbott. What a shot. What a checkout, ladies and gentlemen. What a way to win it. That was amazing. Look at the look at the background. Everybody's just mouth wide open. Love it. I'm going to go snap some pictures. I'll be right back. Well, if that's how our weekend is going to go, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to want to miss out on the rest of our action. Wow, that was great. That was a great checkout. We had a 6-dart perfect leg tonight as well. Folks, this is going to be an exciting weekend. Tomorrow, action will start at 10:30 and 11. Open singles at 10:30. Ladies singles at 11. So our plan will be to start probably around 11:30, just to let you know. So look for the stream around then. That is going to be Central Time, folks, by the way. But, hey, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. That was a great first night of coverage. Once again, we want to give a shout-out to some of our sponsors here. Limestone Leather, save the date for Darts Against Dementia. And then Ingram Residential Services, LLC, and as well as a little memorial for Miss Elena, who was a founding member here of the Rocket City Dart Association. So I want to give her some praise this weekend as well. But, hey, we'll be back tomorrow. Join us, folks. USA Darts, whether it be Facebook or YouTube, we've got you covered with some darts action tomorrow. Don't forget about us. We'll be right back at 11 o'clock. Good night.